Welcome to the Den of Tools.
Howdy ho, guys and gals. It's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the old Den of Tools. And today we're talking about your top 5 budget drill presses for your shop. Now, why are we talking about it right now? Well, we're in the cool, crisp days of autumn here. That means winter's not far around the corner. So we all know what that means. That means all us tool bears are starting to think about what we need to stock up in our shop to get ready for, as we like to call it, shop season. Because working outside is not going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be a lot of indoors, a lot of time in the shop, just mucking about with stuff, having fun, doing what tool bears do. So let's get you ready for the shop season as we were. Let's jump into it and take a look. We're going to be looking at these from the lowest price to the top price. You're going to decide ultimately which one best fits your needs, but let's take a look at it. First up, we've got the old Harbor Freight. This is the old standby, and there's a reason. Yeah, that's that $55 reason. You're not going to come close to a drill press, an actual usable drill press in your shop for anything close to this price. Now, all the ones we're going to talk about are going to be 8-inch drill presses. I believe they're all going to be 5-speed. Of these, the Central Machinery here, the Harbor Freight, is the fastest of the slow speeds, and that's not a good thing. Now, with dealing with wood and all that and other materials, not a big issue. But when it comes to drilling metal, and that's what people often ask me about this drill press is, can I drill metal with it? The answer is yes. But, you need a good bit because you want to go as slow as possible. For drilling harder steels, you want to be under 300 RPMs on this, and not one of these drill presses is going to get close to that. Let's just be honest. It's a $55 drill press, people. Let's be realistic about what it can do. But I have drilled plenty of aluminum, plenty of mild steel with it, 1/4 inch, work smart, work safe, use a good, cutting oil. And you can do it. Clamp the items to the workpiece in case it, or clamp the workpiece, I should say, to the table in case it binds up on you or something like that. But anyway, this drill press has got a lot of features. You got a work light. You got your nice little safety switch there. You got an adjustable table. One of the things I like to do with these drill presses is I unbolt this bottom plate here because I'm working it in a stationary table. I don't need to move this around the shop. So what I do is I unbolt it from that and I bolt it right to the workbench. Gives me a nice clean workplace to deal with. And then if I need extra space, you can actually swivel this table. You could even swivel the head of the drill press sideways, give you a little more space there on the bench. Just a thought. Anyway, the slowest speed on this is 760 RPMs. It's not perfect. It can do stuff, but we do have ones that go a little bit slower. One thing I do want to mention that a lot of people talk about with this drill press is I get a lot of complaints that there's a lot of wobble in the quill, in the bit on it. And the reason for that, I think, is that people aren't setting them up correctly. These things have to get assembled, overseas. They're on a boat getting shaken for months at a time, crossing, the ocean. That said, this little bolt right here, this is the tensioner for the quill. If you tighten it down too hard, the quill won't move. If it's too loose, it will wobble in there. You've got to find that sweet spot that has just enough pressure to keep it tight without restricting movement. And when you do this, I found this to be incredibly stable, again, for the price point, but a very usable drill press. All right, moving on over to Northern Tool. They've got their Ironton benchtop drill press, again, a 5-speed 8-inch, 3rd horsepower, which is identical to the Harbor Freight. And it's going to have its slowest speed is going to be 740 RPM up to a top range of 3140. It's got a lot of the same features that you're going to see on the Harbor Freight, such as a very similar style table. It tilts 45 degrees. The Harbor Freight does as well. It's nearly identical in features. The one thing it has going for it, I will say, is it has a different style handle. As I said, I'm not a fan of the finger grip one on the Harbor Freight, and it does go a tad bit slower. The reason you would choose this one over the Harbor Freight is really only because there's a Northern Tool near you and not a Harbor Freight. You may say, well, what kind of warranty does it have? Well, it does have a 1-year warranty. But again, we're talking about a $15 price increase which if you want an extended warranty, that's well within the budget on the Harbor Freight of adding in that 1 year, instant replacement warranty. No sending it in or anything like that. You just bring it in, set it down, say it doesn't work. They look up the warranty and you're good to go. You get a new one, you walk out. So the only real benefit again here is that it's an option if you don't have a Harbor Freight near you. Now, next we're going to talk about, well, this tool that their motto is, you remember when? So if you're buying something off of Amazon, if you're looking to shop online to get your drill press, I have to say you need to consider the Win drill press. It is, again, it's in that same category. We're talking a 8-inch drill press, 5-speed belts, and you're looking at the lowest speed on this one of being 740. So it's in the same area as the Ironton, a little bit slower than the Harbor Freight. But at the end of the day, 740 versus 760 is not really that big a deal. It does have, I will say this, I'm always impressed by the table on the Wins. They always seem to be a little bit nicer style. They always seem to be a little bit nicer finish than I see on the Harbor Freight stuff. I don't like these handles as much as I like the one on the General over at Tractor Supply, but I do like them significantly more than the Harbor Freight. That said, if the black and orange color scheme is your thing, and Halloween is coming up, this might be one you want to consider. It's $88.69 with free Prime delivery. Okay, and the reason why you would choose this one over one of the other drill presses we've talked about before, and that's simple, mail order. You've got, online. It's because you don't have a store near you, or you don't want to bother with going to the store. Maybe you want to stay COVID free, that kind of thing. Whatever your choice is, it's not a bad option to go with. Now, it does come with a 1-year warranty. A big caveat I have with Win is that their customer service is likely to ghost you. They are not known for having the best warranty repair or even their ability to get a hold of customer service. So don't buy it because of the warranty. The warranty is if they honor it, that's a bonus round. But to be honest, I don't think on any of these drill presses you are ever going to be in a situation where you really need to use the warranty. These things are dead simple machines. They've got a very basic motor in the back. They're all 1/3 horsepower. They're all running the same kind of system. They're all belt driven. They're all going to be the similar kind of quality. The real question is, what other features does it have that makes this something that more appeals to you than something else? All right, moving on. Over at Tractor Supply, they've got the General International. Now, this is going to run you, normally it's $100. It's on sale for $89.99, $90. And again, we're talking an 8-inch. We're talking 5-speed. This one is going to go down to, I believe, 620 RPM. So this is the slowest of all the drill presses. And again, that's a good thing when you're looking to drill metal. But also, let's be realistic, it's not really getting below that 500, 400, even into that 300 speed that you really want for hardened metals. So again, you're going to be using this for softer metals, aluminum, mild steel, that kind of stuff. It does have some features in it that are a little different than what we see on the previous two items. It's got much better grips here. Look at these. These are fantastic. I love the design of the handles on this. Also, it's got a flip-up plastic shield here for the drill bit. Maybe not the biggest safety issue, but some people like it, especially if you put on some other types of accessories and stuff. Having a little shield like that can be handy for keeping your digits safe. It has a very similar style table. The base is almost identical. In other ways, it's very similar to the Harbor Freight. It does have one slight difference. It does not have the work light, but it does have the switch over here. And why is that? Because it has the crisscross laser targeting system. I will admit that I find the drill press targeting systems to be a little, I don't know. They're not something that I look for, but I do know a lot of people do like them. And if you're one of those people, then this might be the option for you. This is a decent little drill press, some nice features on it. I gotta say, I love those handles on there. $90, yeah, it's a price jump over the Harbor Freight, but that might be, might have those features to justify it for you. One other thing to keep in mind is it does have a 2-year limited warranty, which is quite a bit of a step up from the other products that we've looked at. And last but not least, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but you got to consider the TackLife. We've talked about TackLife recently, and again, I'm going to say this. They are very similar in the mindset, like when you're buying a Win or something like this. You buy it because it's online and they can deliver to you for free. And you buy it because it's got the feature set you want. You don't buy it due to any warranty that they list because, again, their customer service isn't the best out there. Are they working to make it better? I've heard rumors that they know it's an issue and that they're working on trying to get better about it. I'm not going to hold my breath. That said, everything I've used from TackLife has been excellent. I really enjoy using it. They've recently sent me a whole bunch of stuff. Years ago they sent me a recip saw that worked just fine. They've recently sent me a mini saw, a miter saw, and a pressure washer of all things. But I mean, just look at the fit and finish on this saw. It is clearly, a step above. Love those handles. Nice. I like the longer handles. I like the grips on these, the design, all of this kind of thing. All the features on here are really hitting where I want them to hit. It doesn't seem to have, I didn't see anything that showed a work light or anything like that. Great internals there showing you exactly how these motors and how these belt systems work. A nice little bevel gauge on the back, but again, this is not going to be something that is significantly better or worse than any of the other ones. It just might have some of the ergonomics, some of the features that you like a little bit better. Now, the price on this is $105.97, but they have a 9% off coupon. That drops it down into, I think it's the $96, $94, somewhere, $95. Let's call it rounding there. Around $95 area with free shipping. Not a bad item there. Now, one thing I do want to say is, remember, every tool has its own job. These 8-inch 5-speed drill presses are not the end-all be-all for your shop. If you've got the room, you're going to want something beefier. Here's a video I did back in 2018 when I was lucky enough to pick up a Harbor Freight 17-inch drill press. I still have this drill press. It's a beast. It's fantastic. But, for a lot of times when I'm doing small work, I don't want to use this drill press. The other thing is I may have a whole project set up in a jig and all sorts of stuff locked up in this thing, and I may want to have the other drill press free for smaller work. Or maybe I'm doing multiple size holes and I can have one bit set up in this one and another bit set up in the other one. There's a reason you want to have multiple drill presses. That said, I don't understand if you can't, but just keep that in mind that maybe you might want to save some space for a larger, either bench or floor mounted drill press. Also, while I got you here, I want to give you a heads up that we got some new merch over at the Dental Tool Shop. We've got a new medium size Team Tool Bear magnet. We've had the larger ones, which are essentially a 4x4 magnet approximately, that they have a reduced price on them for $877. And now we've got the medium size magnet here for $688. It's approximately a 3x3 magnet. Of course, we have the Shut Up Moto stickers, the DOT hats, and the sweatshirts and stuff. These winter's coming up, man. Get yourself a sweatshirt. We got the die cut stickers, the mini stickers, and more. So anyway, there you go. There's your top 5 choices for your budget-friendly bench top drill presses. Let me know if you think the Bear missed out on anything. Is there a brand out there that we didn't represent that falls into that budget kind of mindset that you like, that you have, that you've tried? Let us know down below. We always like to share that kind of information. Don't forget to join us over on Facebook for the daily deals that everyone finds over there. And also we have an ongoing tool discussion, all sorts of stuff, fun memes and that kind of thing. We're also over on Reddit, and there's a Discord as well. All links for all this stuff, as always, can be found in the video description below. Also, while you're here, don't forget to chomp that like button down there. Just give it a big old chomp. And, if you haven't subscribed and rung the bell, YouTube doesn't believe you actually want to see these videos. Man, YouTube's weird like that. Anyway, you know what to do. You know how the game gets played. That's all the Bear has for you today. You all take care. God bless. And as always, come on, say it with me. Shine on.